Should you be taking a multivitamin, or are you wasting your money? That is what we're going to be talking about on today's Morning Rounds. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Khan. Many Americans are actually not reaching their micronutrient intake due to energy-rich yet nutrient-poor diets. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and Agriculture, about 75% of the U.S. population does not consume the recommended amount of fruits, and over 80% of the population does not consume the recommended intake of vegetables. Whole grains and dairy intake is just as bad. And deficiencies in micronutrients can be very hard to diagnose because the symptoms tend to be very vague. Instances where there's no question that you should be supplementing vitamins or supplements is when you have a deficiency and your doctor has recommended it. Another could be that you have malabsorptive issues where it's hard for your body to actually ingest the right or absorb the right vitamins and minerals. This is where IV drips or injections can help. Or third, if you're pregnant. If you're eating a balanced diet with fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, chances are you actually don't need to supplement. However, if your daily diet consists of takeout, pizzas, sodas, alcoholic beverages, and desserts, then chances are you're going to need to supplement. Wow, that really sounds like my diet when I was a resident. And if you're going to need to supplement, you're probably not going to want to take a multivitamin, but instead individual vitamins. Here's why. Multivitamin companies tout that one single pill can give you all different kinds of vitamins and minerals packaged in one pill that your body can absorb all at the same time. However, the problem is that many of these vitamins and minerals actually counteract one another, causing a problem with optimal absorptions. So taking them all together is actually not a good idea. Here are a few quick examples. Magnesium and calcium. They both are great for bone health. However, taken together, calcium actually competes with magnesium for absorption. And magnesium is actually a relaxing type of mineral, where calcium is an excitatory one. So it's better to take them apart, both for absorption and for effect purposes. Take magnesium in the evening. It'll help relax you and help you fall asleep. Another one is vitamin C and B12. Vitamin C and B12 are awesome vitamins. However, vitamin C actually degrades B12. So if you take them together, you're actually causing B12 degradation and hence lowered absorption. And B12 is so important for red blood cell production as well as proper functioning of your neurological system. And deficiencies can be devastating, especially in those with restricted diets. I'm talking to you, vegetarians. Another example is copper and zinc. Copper and zinc are awesome for immune health, and they're equally awesome for healing purposes. They help with elasticity and resistance of wound healing. However, you take copper and zinc together and copper will compete with absorption with zinc. So if not a generic multivitamin, what do you choose? How do you know which vitamins to take? What brands to take? While it's not common practice, testing for levels of micronutrients is also emerging. But for the most part, if you feel like your diet is lacking or that you have a poor diet, getting vitamin D, getting calcium and magnesium gives you a little bit of nutritional insurance. And although there's no particular requirement for different stages of life, for adolescents, iron is super important for growth.
Yeah, the multivitamin for over 50 for men or women is the same as any other bottle.
So many brands to choose from.
Oh my god.
Not all the vitamins in stores or sold online have the same quality. Many companies don't want to go through the burden of quality check, maintaining quality level of production, and others just want a cheap product to make a profit on. I could take a bunch of bottles and claim that they're full of vitamins and go out and sell them, and nobody could stop me. The bottle could be filled with lawn clippings for all you know. Third-party testing done by organizations like USP and NSF help people determine that what they're ingesting is actually what they think they're ingesting. Additionally, companies with USP and NSF certifications have actually paid these organizations to ensure that they're the very best. So if you're going to go out and get any, make sure that you see one of those two labels. Which should you get, gummies or pills? Now, gummy vitamins were designed to be a more palatable alternative to regular vitamins in hopes that people will consume them more. But when it comes to health benefits, they're no way near one-to-one swap with capsules. Gummy vitamins actually have fewer vitamins in them, they contain sugar, and most often they're actually made with sugar substitutes like sorbitol. And sorbitol has been associated with a lot of GI issues as well as laxative effects. And they have a limited shelf life. And if you're looking at fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K, you're much better off with a soft gel. And soft gels happen to have a longer shelf life as well. Now, these capsules have an enteric coating. The reason for that is to protect it from stomach acids. You want the vitamin to actually get to your intestines for the best absorption. If it breaks down in the stomach, then it's no good. That enteric coating actually helps with that so that the vitamin can get to the intestines. The problem though is that if you get these vitamins in a clear bottle, that enteric coating is actually very sensitive to light. So the clear bottle actually degrades the coating while the pills are sitting in there. So whenever you get a vitamin or mineral bottle, make sure that it's light protected, like one of those brown bottles. By the way, this is particularly useful for probiotics. You know when you get those fish burps from those omegas? It's actually an indication that your enteric coating on that capsule already degraded in the stomach, when it should have actually lasted all the way down to the intestines where the absorption should have occurred. Vitamins are super important, and though overt deficiencies are rare in the developed world thanks to fortified foods, optimizing levels can be very beneficial and even be used for treatments. Take vitamin D, C, and zinc, for example. They've been getting some attention due to the recent pandemic. Although it has not been shown that low levels of vitamin D correlate with COVID infectivity, there is some data in the study called SHADE that showed that vitamin D supplementation showed improvement in inflammatory markers in COVID-positive patients after 7 days of treatment. And vitamin C and zinc can certainly be helpful for the immune system. Now, they have not shown to be 100% protective or curative, but it certainly helps tip the scale in the favor of your immune system. What are some natural ways you can get some vitamin D in you? The sun. The sun is a great natural way to get vitamin D in your system. However, the problem is that because we're having to use a lot of sunscreen due to our environmental damage, that is also blocking absorption of a lot of vitamin D that we get from the sun. And there's not a whole lot of natural foods out there that actually naturally contain vitamin D. So the solution to the problem has been fortification of foods with vitamin D. This includes cereal, yogurts, Swiss cheese, orange juice. Now, if you don't want to have any of that in your diet for diet restriction purposes or personal choices, then this is where you want to think about supplementing with vitamin D. Now, other than fighting diseases, vitamins and minerals can play a role in other parts of your life too. Your love life. While they don't directly affect it, vitamin A can help with proper hormone production, vitamin E can help with blood flow, and zinc in pulsed doses can help with fertility. Now, vitamins are not free of side effects, especially fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. If you are taking certain medications such as blood thinners, or if you have certain conditions like sarcoid, taking vitamins can be very dangerous. So always have physician supervision or talk to your doctor before you decide to supplement. That's a wrap, folks. I hope you guys found this fun and informative, and I'll see you next time on Morning Rounds.